It's Hemochromatosis Month, a condition that many are affected by, but a lot of us don't know much about. Joining us today is Dr. Richard Steingart, a hematologist from Bay State Health. Doctor, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah, so what is hemochromatosis? I don't know too much about it. Can you talk about what it is and who's affected by it?
Sure. So hemochromatosis is a condition where there's too much iron built up in your body. It can come in two sort of flavors. One flavor is acquired. So if you have a condition where you're needing a lot of blood transfusions, there's so much iron in blood transfusions, red blood cell transfusions, you can get hemochromatosis that way. So patients with sickle cell and thalassemia and other blood conditions that are chronic, myelodysplasia, leukemias, they require frequent blood transfusions. The iron can build up. But I think what we're talking about today is a condition that is more hereditary. It is seen primarily in people that are Caucasian. It is very rare in Afro-Americans and people from Middle East and from India and Southeast Asia. But it's a condition where the GI tract or your stomach basically knows in a normal situation to shut off when you have too much iron in your body. And here there's a gene that you can inherit. You need to inherit two genes, one from your mother, one from your father. And if you have the two genes, you can have this condition where the gate sort of, instead of closing, keeps open, and over years and years, and you're born with this, that you can develop hemochromatosis or too much iron in your body. So it is primarily in Northern European, so people from Britain and Ireland, maybe as much as 1 to 150 to 1 to 300 people carry the genes. That doesn't mean that they have the disease, but they carry the genes that can pass this on. So it's pretty frequent.
Okay, and how can somebody get checked for it, and why is early detection so important?
So checking for it is done by generally your primary care physician. They can check an iron level or a ferritin level, which tells us whether or not your iron is increased. As I told you, you're born with this, but it doesn't become generally apparent until you're in your 30s or 40-year-old. And the symptoms could be as vague as fatigue and arthritis, particularly in your hands and stuff like this. So it could be very vague. Decreased libido is another common symptom. And so that should be an awareness to your PCP to do an iron test. And that's the way that we open up the door to making the diagnosis. There are gene studies that we would do after the iron test that would help confirm the diagnosis.
All right. Well, doctor, that's all the time we have, but thank you for being here today and helping us bring more awareness to hemochromatosis. We appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.